Now this question is coming from factorization of algebra. Now all we are going to do is this. Since all these ones they have something in common, I'm going to bracket this because they have the same similar coefficient. That means they have factors. They are factors. Then these two I'll also factorize them separately because 2 is a factor of 4 and 6 is also a factor of 12. Now all we are going to do is this. Let's take out what they have in common. Between these please, 2 can divide 2, between 2 and 4, 2 can divide. So my 2 will come out. S is common to both sides. X will come out. After the S is common, A is also common. So we have AX is common. So what we have left becomes 2 in 4 becomes 2. A will cancel A, S cancel S. What's left is B minus. Leave the 2 and A, S cancel that. What's left is Y. So between these two now, what is common is 6 is common because 6 can go in 6, I can go in 12. Also, my B and my S is also common. So I will take out my 6. Don't forget, this minus will also come out. That becomes minus 6. Then I will take out my B and the S, which are the common factors. So at this point, 6 minus cancel minus 6 in 12 will give me 2. Then the B into B square will give me B. S will cross out. Minus times plus will give me minus. The 6bs cancel out, we have y. Now if you look at this, these two are the same. So we take one of them, which becomes 2b minus y bracket. Then this one's outside the bracket. We put them inside bracket. That becomes 2ax minus 6bx. Now at this point, we can also factorize it because they have similar factors. Because 2 is also a factor of 6. So let's bring it down. That becomes 2b minus y. 2, since 2 is common, we take out our 2. X is common to both sides. We take out our x. So 2 into is 1. That one is common. So what's left? Now if the x cancels, what's left is a minus. 2 in 6 is 3. Then if the x cancels, we have b left. So our answer, this is the final factorization. So let's arrange it. That becomes 2s bracket. We now have 2b minus y bracket. The next factor becomes a minus 3b. So this is the last term. And you are asked to find the number of times. So all we are going to do is this. Anytime you are asked to find the number of times, you are given the sum. All you are going to do, you will just say Sn is equals to n over 2 brackets first term plus last term. So this is the formula we are going to use. So since they gave us the sum as 252 is equals to, we don't know the number of times over 2. And our A is minus 16. A is minus 16 plus our L is 72. So at this point, we have 252 is equals to n over 2. 72 minus 16 will give us, 72 minus 16 will give us 72 minus 16 will give us 56. Now let's break down. 2 here is 1. 2 in 56 will give us 28. So what we have here becomes 252 is equals to 28n. So let's divide it by 28. Divide here by 28. So let's get the number of times. 2 here is 1. 2 here will give us 2 another 1. That becomes 6. 2 here is 1, 14. So 2 here will give us 63. 2 here will give us 7. 7 is 63. So therefore our n is equals to 9. So we Now the next question is coming from plane shape, and this is a trapezoid. These are the parallel side. The smaller one is the up, and the bigger one is the down. So the distance between them is the height. Since they give us the area, we need to know the area of a trapezoid. Area of a trapezoid is 1/2 bracket A plus B bracket H. So this place is A, this is the base, because A and B are the parallel base, are the parallel sides. Then this is the height. So now, since the area is 21 equals to 1/2 bracket, my A is 5 plus my B is 9. We don't know the H. So at this point, we have 21 equals to 1/2. 5 plus 9 will give us 14H. So divide here by 2. Here will give us 7. So 21 is equals to 7H. At this point, we divide here by 7. Divide here by 7. This we cancel this we cancel this. So my H is equals to 3 centimeter. Now, this question is coming from conic section, which is under further mass. And they're talking about locus. Like we have the ellipse, we have the parabola and the hyperbola. Now, at this point, since they gave us XPY equals to 90 degrees, the angle is at P. So these 2 points, where they meet, they form the locus. So this is where the locus is. This is the locus point. So because of the form here, and if you look at this 90 here, this angle here that is formed, because this is the 2 points where the locus is formed from. Because if you draw this to here and draw this to here, it should meet at a point. That point is known as the locus. Now, since the distance from here to here is 90, which divides this circle into 2 equal parts. So, and I told you that we know that when a circle is divided into 2 equal parts, we are going to get a semicircle. So at this point, the answer is a semicircle. Now, the question says we should find the slope. Whenever they say slope, slope is also similar to gradient. So how do we do that? It's just like you're looking for the gradient. Don't forget, these are the coordinates, which means here is x and this is y, which are the coordinates of the point. Now, how did I get the gradient? The gradient is also known as the slope. Now, for me to get the gradient of this, I'm going to differentiate this. How do we differentiate? I will just use this number to multiply this, the -1 from this one. So this becomes the y, the x. 2 times 2 will give us 4. Take down your x. -1 from 2 we get 1. Plus, there's an invisible 1 at the x, because whenever you see an alphabet without a power, there's an invisible 1. So the 1 times the 5 will give us the 5. -1 from 1 will give us 0. And we know that 8 raised by 0 is 1. So therefore the 1 times the 5 is 5. Since it's a constant, whenever we are differentiating a constant, we will ignore it. It will be ignored. Now, since we know the value of our x as 1, it's just for us to substitute for it here. So therefore, the slope or the gradient is also known as 4 brackets. The x now, which is 1, you fix it there, plus 5. Now, this now becomes 4 times 1 is 4, plus 5. So 4 plus 5 will give us 9. So our slope is 9. Now, this question is coming from integration, which is known as bounded integral. So whatever they give you numbers, it shows it's bounded. So all we are going to do is to integrate both sides. How do we integrate it? I will write down my x squared. That becomes x squared, take plus 1, divided by whatever you have here, you write it down, 2 plus 1. This is the root of integration. Minus 2x, I tell you that whenever you have x, there's an invisible 1. Then you add 1 to it. Divided by whatever you have here, you write it down 1 plus 1, then plus c. because this is the constant of integration. So this plus will give us x raised by 3 divided by 3 minus 2x squared over 2. Then this will cross out. So at this point, what we have becomes x cubed divided by 3 minus x squared. Remember, we need to bring down the bounded function, which is 2 and 3. Now, if you look at this, you see that 3 is bigger than 2, so we take the big one. So when s is equals to the big one, minus when s is equals to the small one. So the big one means 3. So if we see x here, we're going to put the 3 there. So this becomes 3 raised power 3 divided by 3 minus 3 squared. Then minus when s is 2 becomes 2 raised power 3 divided by 3 minus 2 raised power 2. So at this point, this will give us 27 divided by 3 minus 9. Then minus this one now will give us 8 over 3 minus 4. So this becomes, for us to simplify this, I will say 3 minus 9 is 27. 3 times 9 is 27. 27 minus 27 is 0. That means this part is 0. So what we have left now becomes minus 3 times 4 is 12. 12. Then 8 minus 12 will give us minus 4 over 3. So at this point, minus times minus will give us plus. So the answer becomes 4 over 3. So this is the answer. Now this question is coming from differentiation of trigonometric function. How do we do that? It's very simple. All you are going to do is this. We can apply, since this one here is a constant, and this one is coming from product rule, because whatever you say number at the back, it means that you are applying product rule. So this is U and this is V. According to product rule, we have the Y dx is equals to U dv dx plus V du dx. Now, according to what we have here, if I want to differentiate this, U now is 3. The V dx is just like we are differentiating this. How do you differentiate this dv dx? Let me just explain the V dx. So the V dx, to differentiate this, you differentiate minus 4x because there's an invisible 1 here. So to differentiate, you say minus 1 times minus 4 will give us minus 4. The minus 1 is 0. So this now becomes minus 4. Then you need to differentiate sign. If you differentiate sign, it will give you cos. Then you bring down the minus 4x. So this is the differentiation of sign minus 4x. Then y du dx. Differentiation of a constant is 0. So whenever you differentiate a constant, know that it's equals to 0. So let's fix to this formula. So we say the y dx is equals to u is 3. The v dx is minus 4 cos bracket minus 4x. Then plus v. Our v is sine bracket minus 4x bracket the u dx is 0. So all this place is 0, is gone. So what we have now becomes this times will give us minus 12 cos, bring down the minus 4x, because this 3 cannot multiply the number in front of the trig function. It will only multiply the number at the back. So this is the answer. That will be all for today. I hope you enjoyed the lessons and I hope you have learned something new. To join our WhatsApp class, send a message to the number on the screen. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.